Today we will learn about locomotive boiler. Firstly, what is locomotive boiler? It is a fire tube boiler. Fire tube means the hot gases produced by the combustion of fuel passes through the tubes which are surrounded by water. So that's why it is a fire tube boiler. Multi-tubular boiler. It has approximate 38 superheater and 116 ordinary tubes. So that's why it is called multi-tubular. It is horizontal boiler. Internally fired boiler. It means furnace is located inside the boiler cell, and most of the fire tube steam boilers are internally fired. Mobile boiler. It means it can move from one place to another. That's why it is called mobile boiler, like marine boilers. Now we discuss the main components of locomotive boiler. This is cell or barrel. It consists of cell or barrel having 1.5 meter diameter and 4 meter in length. This is the steam dome, and it is a dome shaped chamber. That's why it is called steam dome, and it is fitted on the upper part of the barrel. These are the fire tubes. Basically, here we can see the black color that shows these are the fire tubes, and this yellow color that shows the water is flowing inside these yellow tubes, and this black color in which flue gases passes. So this is the arrangement for air supply to the firebox, and this is the damper. Damper basically control the flow of air to the grate. This is ash pit. Ash pit generally used to collect the ash. So here we can see the flow of the air, and on right hand side of the barrel is the firebox. This is the fire door. Generally the firebox is entirely surrounded by water except for the fire door and ash pit, and ash pit is situated below the firebox, and this is fitted with dampers at its front and back ends. This is a grate. It is the platform in the furnace upon which fuel is burnt, and it is made up of cast iron bars, and this fire door or fire hole. So here we can see the coal is introduced through the fire hole or fire door into the grate, which is placed at the bottom of the firebox. This is the brick arc. Generally the main function of the brick arc, this is used to deflect the flue gases. Flue gases from the grate are deflected by brick arc, and thus whole of the firebox is properly heated. This is a stove valve or steam regulator. Generally the main function of the stove valve is used to regulate the flow of steam from one steam pipe to other, or from the boiler to the steam pipe, and it is generally placed directly over the boiler and connected to the steam pipe which carries steam to the engine. And this is the regulator shaft. So this is the superheater header. Safety valve. The function of safety valve basically is to release the excess steam when pressure of steam inside the boiler exceeds the rated pressure. So as we know, when pressure of steam inside the boiler exceeds the rated pressure, the safety valve automatically opens and excess steam rushes out into the atmosphere till the pressure drops down to the normal value. This is steam whistle, also used for safety purpose. Pressure gauge. Pressure gauge, basically it is used to measure the pressure exerted inside the vessel, and it is usually mounted on the front top of cell or the drum. This is water level indicator. Water level indicator used to indicate the level of water in the boiler constantly, and it is also known as water gauge. This is blow of coke. Blow of coke, generally it has two functions. First one is it may discharge a portion of water when boiler is in operation to blow out the mud, scale or sediments periodically. And second one, it may also use to empty the boiler when necessary for cleaning, inspection and repair. So here we can see stove valve, safety valve, fusible plug, blow of coke, pressure gauge, water level indicator. These are all the boiler mountings, and boiler cannot work safely without them. This is the fusible plug. The function of fusible plug is to protect the boiler against damage due to overheating for low water level, and it is fitted on the firebox crown plate or over the combustion chamber at its appropriate place. This is the manhole, just provided for inspection purpose, repair and maintenance. This is the blast exhaust pipe. The main role of blast exhaust pipe is that in this boiler natural draught cannot be obtained because it requires a very high chimney which cannot be provided on locomotive boiler, since it has to run on rail. Thus some artificial arrangement has to be used to produce a correct draught. As such, the draught here is produced by exhaust steam from the cylinder, which is discharged through the blast pipe to the chimney. And when the locomotive is standing and no exhaust steam is available from the engine, fresh steam from the boiler is used for this purpose. And this is the smoke box. In smoke box hold the flue gases that is passes through the chimney. Smoke box door. This is blower, and it is the chimney. Now we can see the working of this boiler. So here, when coal starts to burn, flue gas is created. Then these are the flue gases which are moving through the flue tubes, and water in the yellow tubes, that is starts to heated. These are the superheated tubes which are inserted in the flue tubes. So as we can say, this is the exhaust of the flue gases. So now the working of the locomotive boiler is like that. The hot flue gases created in the firebox on the right hand side passes through the flue tubes or fire tubes in the center cylindrical section, which is filled with water, to the smoke box, and out of chimney at for left, the steam collects along the top of the boiler and in the steam dome along the top, where it is then flows into the large pipe seen running forward, and it is then divided into each side and runs downward in the steam chest, where it is then admitted into the cylinder by means of valves. So in locomotive boiler, the saturated steam is very often passed into a superheater back through the larger flues at the top of boiler. The superheated steam is directed to the steam engine cylinder or very rarely to a turbine to produce a mechanical work. Exhaust gases are fed out through a chimney and may be used to preheat the feed water to increase the efficiency of the boiler. So this is the whole about locomotive boiler, how it works. and main components. Now here is some advantages of locomotive boiler. First one is it has high steam capacity, that is approximate 9000 kg per hour. Low cost of construction, it is portable, can move from one place to another, it is compact in size, and low installation cost. And with these advantages, here it has some disadvantages also. Large flat surfaces need bracing. It is difficult to clean some water spaces. It cannot carry high overload without being damaged by overheating. And last one is practical construction limits for pressure and capacity, which do not meet the requirements. So this is all about locomotive boilers, main components, its advantages and disadvantages. Subscribe to get more updates and Universe 22 for mechanical topics and mechanical concept. You may like its Facebook page also on www.facebook.com and Universe 22. Share among your friends and students. You can ask your queries by commenting. You can give your suggestions if required. And please comment how would you like it or not. Thank you. Have a nice day.